In this video, we're going to see what is group policy and how to create the group policy. This is Abdul and you're watching IT Glance. For creating the group policy, I have taken domain controller and two Windows machines. Group policy is a tool of Active Directory which provides centralized control of all computers and users in the domain. Now I'm going to show you the folder C drive, Windows, and the folder name called sysvol. All the policies will be stored on this sysvol folder. If I go to the share, this folder is already shared default by the Microsoft. This is very critical folder that we cannot able to change it any settings on this sharing part. Once I go into the sysvol folder, you can see the folder called policy. All the policy settings will be stored on this folder. Example, I'm going to open the group policy management by giving the command gpmc.msc. Here, see, there is a default domain policy have. If I go to the details, and you can see the unique ID start with 31, that you can able to see from the sysvol folder. So whatever the policy we are creating from the group policy management, the policy settings will be stored on the sysvol folder. For your understanding, I'm showing that. Let's see how to create the policy. I'm going to open the database dsa.msc. Here, I'm going to create a OU in the name of HR, and I enabling the protect container from the accidental deletion. By enabling this, we cannot able to delete. Here, I'm going to create sub OU, the name called HR users. Another sub OU I'm creating HR computers. And now I'm planning to move this PC1 to HR computers and the PC2 outside the HR OU. And now I'm going to users. I created Tony and David. Two users I have created for this lab. I'm going to move the Tony to the HR user. So David outside the HR folder. Now I'm going to create a policy from the group policy management. Refresh. I can see the HR folder here. Whatever you are creating a OU, it will create the group policy OU also, but you cannot able to see computers and users. This is specifically creating for the policy. So right click and create the group GPO in the in this domain and link it here. I'm going to create a policy called control panel block. After I creating the name control panel block, see here the details. The unique ID is starts from 3A24D. The same name has been created on the sysvol folder. Whatever the policy we are creating here, all the policy settings will be stored on the sysvol folder. Now I right click and edit. This is control. This control panel policy is a user policy. So we can see here computer configuration and user configuration. Computer policy is applied to the computer. Anyone who logged on to this computer, the policy will be applied. User policy, policy follows the user. It's applied to the user. The user log on to any computer, the policy is applied. This control panel policy is the user policy. So I will show you how it works. So go to the policy, administrative template, and click on the control panel. You can see there is a several policies for the control panel. We can able to hide some particular control panel items, and we can totally block the control panel also can. Example, in the PC1, I'm logging to the Tony account. So I can manage to open the control panel now because no policy has been applied for right now. So which this is what I said, that if hide specific control panel items, we can able to hide system and security, or specific items we can able to hide. But for our case, I'm going to block the entire control panel. So I going to enable the policy, apply, okay. Now I can close this control panel block. So the policy has been created on the HR folder, HROU. So this policy will applicable for the user Tony. So wherever the Tony goes and log into the PC, the the control panel doesn't works. This is Tony login. I'm going to open the command prompt and give gp update slash force. This command will update the policy on the user computer. Policy update completed successfully. Now I try to open the control panel. The policy works. This operation has been cancelled due to the restriction is affected on this computer. How to contact the system administrator. Now PC2 is outside, so the policy will not applied for the David. Sorry, David is outside from the HR folder, so the policy not applied for the David. So the David can able to see the control panel. Now I'll log out David, Tony coming to this PC2 and log in to the system. It's creating the profile, Tony profile. And the time being, I will show you gp result slash r. This command will show you what are the policy has been applied to the users. So the control panel block policy is applied, you can able to see, and the group policy was applied from which domain controller, and and the last group policy update time and date you can able to see there. So this command is more helpful for the troubleshooting to see what are the gb results. Now I'm Tony logged into the PC 2. Now I'm trying to open the control panel. See, I cannot able to open. Earlier David managed to open in this PC, but Tony cannot. So user policy always follow the user. So it's applied to the users. When the user log on to any computer, the policy is applied. Now here I'm going to create USB block for the HR. Right click the USB block, edit. This is computer policy. So go to the policy, administrative template, system, removable storage access. So I can choose uh, we can able to choose any policy, because the policy will be classified in several items. So we can deny write access. So go to the settings, enable and apply. Okay, now we successfully created the USB block policy. It's a computer policy. It's applicable for the HROU, HRPC, PC1. Tony or David users, if log into the PC1, still the policy will be applicable because of computer policy. Going forward, we will see more policy configuration in another video. Please subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.